Hi, welcome to Search for Yields, the weekly newsletter from INR Bonds. I'm Arjun Patsati. And in this week's Search for Yields, you will learn about commercial papers or CPs as they call it. What are they and how to invest in them? And why should you invest in commercial papers? And this is large in this market currently because of the very falling Indian rupee and the worries about tight money conditions. The returns on CPs, which are very short-term investments, have risen very sharply. So very high safety commercial papers issued by very strong issuers are giving you much better returns than any short-term mutual funds or fixed deposits. And all this in for a 3 months to 1 year investments. And investors definitely are find it attractive to invest in such commercial papers, given that the returns can be even 1 to 1.5% over what you can get in other products for such an investment horizon. Commercial papers are what are commercial papers? So commercial papers are what you call money market instruments with carrying a maximum maturity of 1 year, and they are issued by uh, corporates or NBFCs, and they issued largely for augmenting short-term borrowing requirements of these corporates, mostly for working capital purposes or other short-term purposes. They are unsecured in nature, and hence investors have to be very careful that the commercial paper has to be of the highest safety, which is A1 plus or P1 plus, because anything less than that signifies that the short term, in the short term, the corporate balance sheet is not the highest safety. And in the short term, anything can happen, and corporates which are not inherently strong can, in times of tight and stress and liquidity conditions, can find it very difficult to roll over their borrowings in short-term commercial papers. And commercial papers are very largely traded in the institutional market. Retail investors do not have small access to CPs, largely because they are not available in smaller quantums, like even 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs is difficult, leave alone rupees 10,000 or rupees 1 lakh. And given that they are short-term money market instruments, the it's not they are listed, but they cannot be traded in the BSE and NSE because of the inefficient settlement of T plus 2. So retail investors do find it difficult to invest in CPs. However, now with how to invest in CPs, you can come to platforms where the platforms are listing CPs of smaller quantums. The only problem here is that the settlement, that is when you transact, it doesn't happen through the, say, BSE or NSE clearing houses, and that leaves you to counterparty risk, and that can be a big risk if you're not very sure about who the counterparty you're transacting with, because it's a one-on-one settlement, and if you give the money and you don't get the securities, you're exposing yourself to counterparty risk. These are the issues with CPs, but CP rates are rising very fast, and clearly there is a lot of investors could be interested. And if you do think you want to look at investments, if you're a financial advisor and look at commercial papers for your clients, then do come to INR Bonds Partner Portal, where we can help you showcase the CPs on offer in the market and maybe help you also on the transaction and settlement process. And uh, hopefully, we will see how we can enable transactions through without exposing to counterparty risk going forward at this point of time, because clearinghouses do not settle, say, commercial paper trades. It's not easy to transact in commercial papers without exposing to counterparty risk. That's about it on commercial papers. And if you're a financial advisor, the best place for you obviously is our INR Bonds Partner Portal, where you can come and check the bonds, CPs on offer, see which is most attractive, and check out all the information on all these instruments. Take the best informed call for your clients and take the most easiest of transaction processes along with post investment support in terms of value, in terms of providing you constant updates on the prices, etc. Thank you very much for listening in. And do not forget to download our app, QuickInvest by INR Bonds, for the best curated list of bonds on offer and debt IPOs that are coming out very fast now. Thank you very much for listening in.